Our today's topic is paleontology as a science, and in that topic we will be discussing about the paleontology in the modern world. हमारा आज का टॉपिक है कि साइंस में paleontology को कैसे स्टडी करते हैं, और उसमें हमारा जो अगला टॉपिक है उसमें paleontology का मौजूदा जिंदगी में क्या किरदार है. लेकिन उससे पहले we must know that what is paleontology. The branch of science concerned with fossil animals and plants is called paleontology. ये साइंस की एक ऐसी ब्रांच है जो कि फॉसिल एनिमल्स और प्लांट्स की स्टडी करती है. The study of fossils to determine organisms' evolution and ecology. As you may have already known that the evolution is the change of organisms throughout the time from the simple to complex organisms. Organisms change from their simple forms to complex forms with the help of evolution. And with the help of paleontology, we study the evolution of a particular organism. And the next thing that we study about the organisms is the ecology of those organisms. Ecology is the interaction of an organism with its environment. So we study that, and we study the evolution and ecology of the past organisms that had lived in the previous time. Now the question arises that how do we know that how the past organisms lived in their time? अब हमारा ये ख्याल है कि कैसे हम ये जानेंगे कि माजी में रहने वाले जानदार कैसे रहते थे. Then we have the fossils. The fossils are the remains of past organisms. Fossils जो माजी के जानदार थे उनकी बाकियात हैं जिनके मुशाहिदे से we know that how their evolution took place and how they lived in their life. Now the word paleontology, what is meant by that? Paleontology word originates from the Greek paleos, that means old, ontos, that means creature, and logos means study. So it is the combination of three Greek words, and all of these three words when combined, they tell us that it means the study of the old creatures. The paleontology lies between on the biology and geology. It is on the border of biology and geology. Biology is study of organisms. Geology is study of earth. So the paleontology is just on the border of these two sciences, because the living organisms and their remains are present in the layers of the earth. And if we have to study those fossils, we have to study the earth layers first, or we can extract the fossils from the earth layers. So that's why, or the geography as well, right? So the earth has its own geography, and that also comes under the geology. So these two sciences combine to make the science which is paleontology. Now, in the modern life, we have a very much use of paleontology. We want to know that how the life originated on the earth. The life originated far in the past, and we have very much evidence in the form of fossils and other biological and paleontological tools to see that how life originated in the past. And paleontology, as the name indicates, that it is the study of old creatures. If we study the old creatures in the past and compare those with the modern life, then we can say that how those old creatures became what they are today. The same is the case that if we go further in the past, we can infer that how the life originated in the world. And the second thing is about curiosity about different worlds. We are living on the planet Earth, and Earth is containing a particular life on it. The life which is present on the earth was evolved through many other periods which were having different climate and different organisms. So we can say that how the different climates have changed, how the different organisms have lived. In the past, we have seen many organisms which were bigger than elephants, and we have seen many other species which were stronger than many strong animals that we see today. So the different weather patterns that were present in the past, they were different as well. So if we study those and we compare with the weathers or the climate of other planets, we can infer that if those planets contain the life that was present in our past. So that is, we can be curious about the different words, and we can infer, we can just speculate if the life is present on that planet as well. And then the climate and biodiversity change, as we have discussed earlier. The climate and biodiversity has changed over time, and how the pattern has changed and how it will change in the future. We can study that, and we can speculate that with the help of fossil record that we have and different geological evidence that we have. Then the shape of evolution, the organisms evolved from the simple to the complex organisms. Right? So simple organisms were in the past, and complex organisms, as we move towards the present, there are more and more complex organisms. Now, the question arises that how did it happen? That is, of course, the answer is through evolution. So, in a way, the paleontology is giving us the evidence that how the organisms evolved throughout the history of Earth. Now, the extinction. Extinction is when the organisms are no longer there, right? किसी जानदार का ना पैद हो जाना extinction कहलाता है. Now, how does the paleontology tells us about the extinction? The paleontology tells us that whenever the weather patterns and climate changes, a lot of organisms are going to die. So it tells us about that the extinction, which is very much normal thing in the study of the Earth. We know that there were billions of organisms that have been extinct throughout the period of a lifetime of the Earth. So today we are facing the challenges of the global warming, and that result into the extinction of the living organism. So paleontology, study of the paleontology can help us to curtail this problem of extinction. And then there comes the dating of the rocks, right? So we are having the different rocks which are telling, we study those rocks to see that what is the age of that rock, right? So we do that in the paleontology as well. And in that we are studying that what is the age of fossils in that rock as well. So it tells us that how old an rock is and how old our fossil, which is our main interest, is, which is present in that rock. So all of these things we are studying in the paleontology, and it is a matter of great interest for the scientific community and indeed for the whole world to study the paleontology.